Welcome back to the shop. I'm Jeff from Today's Craftsman, and I'm standing in front of a part of a pretty interesting project. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about it. This is a tabletop, and you can see the center here. This is actually a part of a school gym floor. So I have a client who actually went to this school, and now his kids go to this school, and he was able to get a piece of the gym flooring when they went to redo the gymnasium. So I've had it here for a while. We've been going back and forth trying to figure out what we're gonna do with it. And he and his wife came by and we decided to do a little desk for their kids. So they'll be able to work on either end at the same time. And as they get bigger, you know, maybe it'll be just for one. But I could tell you a little bit about what I did. So this was a pretty ragged piece of flooring. It was out of square. The edges were all chipped. So I had to cut all the staples off of the back because there were staples protruding through the plywood substrate. So I cut all those off, I ground them flush with a grinder, and I laminated a piece of 1/2-inch double refined MDF to the bottom, and I did that in the vacuum bag. After that was on there, I was able to square this up on the Stribig and get these nice clean lines because we want to maintain this amber finish that's on top. So I squared it up, got it nice and clean, and then I actually veneered the bottom with a piece of maple veneer. And I did that in the vacuum bag as well. Then you can see here we have some solid maple banding. We're leaving that just proud with a chamfer here of this gym floor surface because we're gonna have a color change here. So this is gonna get stained an RTM color from Enduro. It's number 92. It doesn't have a fancy name, it's just number 92. So it's like a medium brown. So we want a physical separation there. We don't want these to be flush and different colors. It doesn't really work out that well. We ran a 3/16 spline around this whole thing on the shaper. So we have a groove in the gym floor, a groove in the edge banding, and a floating spline. So we glued that all in. And that's where we're at with the top. So this needs some sanding, you know, top and bottom, breaking the edges, and it'll be ready for finish. And we're at the point where we need to do some work to the legs. So we'll bring you over there and show you what's next. Here we have the base assembly of the table. So we have a mitered apron. This is 5/4 hard maple, and it's joined with biscos. So a bisco is made by Lamello. Imagine like a really fat plastic biscuit. So biscos in the corners. We have our legs here, and we have these little gussets that are notched out for the legs. So they'll sit right in here, and the legs will be screwed to the apron as well as this gusset. You can see the legs look very chunky right now. So what we're gonna do is actually taper these legs, and I wanna show you how I build a really easy tapering jig at the table saw. Our 4 legs are cut to length, 26.5 inches in this case, and I have some material here that I prepped already. I have a piece of 1/2-inch plywood. Just anything over, say, 8 inches wide is good. And of course, you need to be longer than your workpiece. And I ripped a couple strips off of that as well. So this is a really simple process. I'll explain what I'm gonna do, and then we can go ahead and do it. So I'm going to rip this piece of plywood at any width, just a set width. That's gonna give us a 0 clearance. So this board will be fit exactly to this dimension, and we're gonna leave this fence set. We don't wanna move that. I've even put like a piece of tape that says don't move because you'll even forget if you're working by yourself. We're tapering 2 sides of these legs, and the square side will be to the inside, the tapered sides will be on the outside. We're gonna come down 6 inches from the top, and 1 3/8 will be our final dimension here from our square edge. So 1 3/8, 6 inches. We're gonna connect those dots, and we're gonna build supports so that we can hang this piece off of the board and use the 0 clearance to cut the taper. Make the rip with the blade all the way up. Make things repeatable. I'm using a couple combo squares, or a combo square and a double square. So I'll set this one to 6. And I'll set this one to 1 3/8. That way I can do nice repeatable measurements. I use a fine pencil for this. So I can come in here, 1 3/8, come down here, 6 inches, and then I want to mark this face as well. So come down here, 6 inches, and come over this way, 1 3/8. So this is what we're removing, is this here. So what you can do is find a good spot on your piece here. Actually, what I really need to do is carry this onto the back side. That way I can see it. This is being removed. So we have our point here, and we have our point here. So we're going to want to line those up with the edge of this board, because this is a 0 clearance right to the blade. So anything overhanging this piece of plywood is going to be removed. So we can get that on there. Now we'll cut some of these strips and we can tack them on so that we have an exact setup to remove that taper. We'll be attaching these strips with some staples. So I have 3/4 inch staples in here. I'm using 1/2 inch material. Typically I would use 3/4, but we're really getting close to the max blade height with this 2.5 inch leg and 1/2 inch plywood, but it'll work just fine. So I have my piece laid here where I want it. I'll bring this piece up against it and just tack it down with some staples. And I'm going to actually double this up just so we have some more height. Take this off now. An 1.5 inches. Oops. There's a couple different options for work holding. You can attach toggle clamps here and hold it down that way, pushing it down into the piece of plywood. Or what I'm gonna do is take one of these over to the bandsaw and cut a little 90-degree piece that just hooks around this corner. That'll keep this from wanting to pull away. So we'll head over to the bandsaw and make that cut. Have our little piece here. Can just attach this. I'm gonna leave a gap between the leg and this part, just in case my legs are slightly different lengths. They shouldn't be, but you know how that works. So I'll leave a little gap. This edge is what I'm most concerned about, and this extra will get cut off on the first cut. We can raise the blade up and start making the cuts. Smooth. All 4 legs are tapered. They all turned out, exactly the same. You may notice some burns, and the first cut is actually the worst. Usually you're getting used to your setup, getting used to the material, seeing how it's going to feed into the blade. So have a little more burning on this first cut, but all in all, not bad for maple, which is a pretty burn-prone wood. We're going to take these over to the edge sander and clean up these burn marks. We're over here at the edge sander. This is a Hammer HS950. Been super happy with this. We did a video on this actually right after we got it, maybe about a year ago. This is a great value for an edge sander, and you really can't beat the specs on this for the price. So if you're in the market, I would definitely check this out. So we have an oscillating belt here. It's 6 inches by, I want to say, 100 and change. And I have a stop here that we have bolted into this T-track. So we'll turn on dust collection and we can start sanding this leg. We can see what these freshly tapered legs look like inside of the apron. So we have our tapers out. So a definite contrast from how it looked before. It's a recurring theme on this channel. By tapering things, we're lightening the appearance. These 2.5-inch legs looked very, very chunky when they were just square. Now, much more elegant. And yeah, this is ready to assemble to get finish. And we're gonna stitch in some finished photos for you here. And hopefully we'll have this delivered to the client very soon. If you have any questions about this table or anything else, be sure to leave them down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next week. All right, if you're still watching, you get the reward of seeing the finished table. So it's like about a week later. We're right around the holidays, so I was working on this sporadically. So it's ready for delivery. You can see we have the solid edge banding around, and we have a nice coat of finish on there. Well, multiple coats of finish. I think there's 5 coats on this top. We have the little seal from the school here. So this is the school where the flooring came from. So I made this on the laser, and I routed it in, not totally flush. I want it to stick up just a little bit. And it looks good. It has that old school sort of schoolhouse feel. And I put in these pencil grooves here. So pull out a pencil. Oh my goodness. I have a new apron and the pencils are tight. So the kids will use this as a desk, so one on either side. So we put these nice little grooves in here, just with I think a 1/2-inch ball nose bit. So yeah, we'll deliver this to the clients, and hopefully they like it. Thanks for watching.